You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hello, and welcome to episode 74 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm alright.
Good.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Not too much. It's a cold and crappy rainy day. Kind of where you just want to lay in bed and read or watch a movie.
It is that exact kind of day.
Yeah, except you were out delivering mail.
I was out delivering mail. All kinds of mail. And flyers and parcels. And
Right.
things.
And things.
Yeah.
What kind of parcels?
Weed parcels, actually, as a matter of fact. Since that became legal there on the 17th of October, it's been a lot of weed parcels.
Yeah, a big increase.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely a big increase.
Interesting.
And you're not supposed to smell them, but you can smell them.
I remember when I worked at the post office, which was a long time ago, 4 years ago or something.
Something
and
like that.
I remember smelling it. Not only in the packages you're delivering, but in the houses that you're delivering to.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now, whenever you walk down the street, it's all you smell.
Yeah.
Because it's not hidden anymore.
Right.
So
I haven't really been anywhere, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it has been, at least 2 weeks since we recorded together. Because we recorded the last two episodes back to back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. You been okay?
I've been doing alright. Yeah.
Good.
I'm here.
You are here, and that's what counts.
Yes.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Social media.
Ooh, what about social media?
Whatever we want.
Yes, you're right. Okay, so let's just start talking about social media. What is social media?
To me, social media is anything where you can communicate online with other people in a quick way. I don't know, I wouldn't consider email social media.
What about text messaging?
Not necessarily, because it's more a personal thing. To me, I guess social media would be social, right? So there'd be more than one person that can see what you're doing. So
So like if you put something on Twitter or Facebook,
right,
MySpace
Instagram,
or
right.
Friendster or
Yeah.
any of
there's-
those other defunct ones that I can't remember the
Yeah,
names
I'm sure
of.
there are many.
They come and they
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, so multiple people interaction media.
Or multiple viewings.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. So what kind of social medias do you use?
I'm old, so I use Facebook.
You're younger than I am.
I know, but I'm still old in the world of social media,
Yes.
right? That's probably the one I use the most.
Okay.
I also sometimes use Instagram. Have Twitter,
Yeah.
but my only followers are you and my husband.
Oh. Okay.
But I do go on it to read up on people that I follow, so
Right.
that is the point of it for me, I guess. But
Okay.
those are the most common, yeah. How about you?
Yes, I do Facebook for sure. You know, I look and see when people have joined Facebook whenever you get a new friend request, and most people are from 2007.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's when I joined it. That's when most people have joined it, unless they're younger, you know,
Yeah.
and they weren't around or couldn't do it. But
Right.
yeah, people our age generally 2007. That's 11 years
Yeah.
and change.
Yeah.
I was on MySpace briefly before that,
Okay.
but it never really made any sense to me.
Okay, I wasn't on MySpace. Can you just tell me what it is? Or
Not
was?
really. No.
Oh, okay.
No. You could have music playing on your profile, and you connected with Tom because Tom was a guy who made it, and he was everybody's first friend on it.
Oh.
It was just a picture of some smiling dude, named Tom.
Okay, yeah.
And I wasn't on it enough to really know anything about it.
Okay. Was it like, you didn't use it that much, but was it a very popular...
I think it was popular for a time.
Yeah.
A lot of times it was used for bands to showcase their music.
Oh,
So it was good for that.
Cool.
And I think it was popular, around 2004, 2005.
So right before Facebook.
Right before Facebook. Because I think that came along.
Could you chat on...
Yeah, oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you could find people, you could... I don't really even remember.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. And I think the accounts are still there.
Oh, they must be.
You could probably look them up.
I don't know.
But I don't know if anybody really uses it.
Somewhere out in the interweb universe.
Yeah, yeah. And before that, I remember chat rooms in the late 90s when I was in university. The internet was just really starting up.
Yeah.
97, 98. And everybody would go to the computer lab and go to check their email and go on to the chat rooms. I'm like, set me up with your internet there. I want to try this chat room thing. So I did that for a time, and it was a little bit addicting actually, because it was a room and you could just talk to whoever you wanted to. And
Right, so you didn't necessarily talk with your friends. You talked to whoever was in that chat
just
room.
strangers from around the world.
Okay, were there chat rooms specifically for subgroups of people? Or you would just go into this general chat room and how was it? I don't know.
From what I remember, this is going back 20 years now, but from what I remember, you could go into a room and you'd see all the different people's handles, their names. There might have been little mini profiles about who these people were,
Okay.
but I don't really remember now because that's too long ago. But I remember talking to one person in particular. Her name was Lady Poet.
Oh.
And I think that attracted me because I was into poetry at the time.
Right.
And she actually sent me a book of her poetry, which I still have somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah. And we're Facebook friends, but we don't talk or anything. But it's a thing.
Where is she from?
Somewhere down south.
Okay, in Ontario.
Like Toronto area or Brantford or I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But so that was interesting. And then there was the MySpace thing, and then Facebook.
Right.
After Facebook, I joined Twitter, I think in 2011. Of course, now I have Twitter for the Rusted Robot podcast, for the Soul Forge podcast. For me personally, it's a lot to control.
Keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the Geekly Oddcast? It's a panel show of television.
I mean, seriously, where else was I supposed to go and watch Gomez Adams ride a rocket ship on a railroad track?
Gaming.
And the dice say... 17.
Oh my god, 17 is Mystic Quest. And whatever comes to mind.
Why does Zod need a starship?
Alternating Thursdays on the Geekly Oddcast.
Are you on Snapchat?
I am on Snapchat.
Really? I didn't expect you to be on Snapchat.
I really mostly Snapchat with my daughters.
That's so you can make funny pictures, right?
Right. Yeah, they have all these filters, and I quite like them because they make me look younger.
Oh, nice.
My skin is nice and smooth, and there are no bags under my eyes. It's wonderful.
You know, you could just use oil of Olay twice a day for that, right?
I've tried that.
Fine lines are visibly reduced.
Yeah,
Skin
no.
becomes soft and smooth.
Not for me.
That's what the commercial says.
Well, I think it might be a little bit of false advertising.
What?
Yep.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm going to have to call them.
Yes. We should do a class action lawsuit.
Yes.
All right, or something.
Because you've tried it, and I've tried it.
I don't think I have tried oil of Olay.
Come on, just go with it.
Yes, I did. You're
Okay.
right. Emerson High in 1975. You were in my class. I was your teacher. You remember that commercial?
No.
Oh, it was a fighter pilot guy who sees this hot chick.
Oh.
And she's walking by, and he's like, "You were in my class. Oh, Bugsy Brown, I was your teacher." I used to quote it all the time.
Okay, so what was it an ad for?
Oil of Olay.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?
That's original.
Emerson High, 1975. You're in my class.
I was your teacher.
What's the secret of looking younger? Oil of Olay, twice a day. Fine lines are visibly reduced. Skin becomes soft and smooth.
Miss Fitzhenry?
Bugsy Brown.
Oil of Olay, twice a day.
Wow.
The secret of looking younger.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
I know, but it seemed...
It's just one of those commercials that stuck in my head.
All right.
Yeah.
You've got all kinds of things in there that are not necessarily
Conducive to...
right important.
Oh yeah, lots of useless trivia. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yes, going back to social media, you were on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I am not.
No.
I briefly dated a girl in 2015 who said I should go on Snapchat. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And she was 8 years younger than me, so she was of that generation.
Yeah.
My brother's on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And he's 32, so 10
Younger.
years younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't understand any of that stuff. I don't want to do it, so I never did.
Yeah, and I actually get quite a bit of entertainment out of Snapchat. My husband and I were at a hockey game the other night, and it was in between periods, and I was bored, I guess, so I was going to Snapchat my oldest daughter. So I started playing with the filters, and some of them were hilarious, and I could not stop laughing. I had tears rolling down my eyes, and my husband wasn't that interested. He would think it was funny, but I was almost rolling on the floor laughing.
It was that good.
Oh yeah, you can get some I'll show you after on my phone, but yeah, some of them are quite funny.
And that's so you can make little bunny ears.
Or they can make your mouth look really big, or like the whole bottom of your face look extra large, or
okay.
And like they had special ones for Halloween where you look like a vampire with blood dripping down your face. They even have a filter now that you can do with your cat.
Oh.
Apparently.
Is that the face swapping thing too?
They also have face swapping.
Because people were doing face swapping a lot about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's all you saw.
It's pretty funny.
And like,
It's weird.
I have no interest in this
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
weird.
So I never did.
I think it's somewhat entertaining, but
Yeah, because people love it.
yeah.
So just looking right now on my phone, I've got Facebook,
Yeah.
I've got Twitter, I've got Messenger, I've got Instagram. Do I have anything else? I think I've got Skype, but that's not really social media. It's more of a way to communicate. That's it.
Let me check my phone.
Check your phone.
I have those and Snapchat.
Oh, I've got the Carrot app, which is for tracking your steps.
Oh, right.
And you can connect with your friends, try to do competitions. But
Okay.
I guess that's not really social media, though. It's more of a...
Well, can you communicate with each other?
No, there's no texting part of it. It's just you can challenge each other to step challenges and whatnot. So it's kind of a thing, I guess. And I've got the Line app. I used to have the WhatsApp app.
Oh.
That was for communication in groups.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like most of us at the post office had it, so we could all be in like a group chat.
Right.
And anybody outside of the group couldn't see it. So that's not really social media, I guess. It's,
In a way, though, because there's a number of people still.
yes. And basically we used it to warn each other when the supervisors were driving around to see if we were doing our job properly.
There you go.
But I don't have the app anymore.
Ah.
So that's gone.
So, Sean, how do you think that social media has improved your life?
How has it improved my life?
Yeah.
Well, Facebook specifically has connected me to friends and family from around the world, people I haven't seen in years. Like university was, for me, from 1995 to 99, so
Okay.
really before the internet, and you lose track of people
Yeah.
because you're from all over the country, right?
Yeah.
And so through the magic of Facebook, you can find these people and reconnect with them,
Good.
and that's nice.
So, reconnecting, so now they're your Facebook friend. How often do you actually communicate with these people?
Ooh, I send them happy birthdays. So once a year,
Yeah.
maybe twice if they send me a happy birthday.
Right.
No, occasionally though, they'll post a picture and I'll like it and I'll say, oh, that's a nice boat or whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like daily communication,
Right.
like with your friends.
Right. Because I'm kind of the same. I don't talk, like a lot of the people that I used to go to high school with, or I went to college with, or I used to work with, other than you. I don't communicate with them on Facebook or otherwise, really, other than having them as my Facebook friend.
They're there.
Right, they're there. And it makes me wonder, like, is that, like, how, I don't know, is it really that important for me to have them on Facebook? I don't know. Do they read my stuff?
Right,
Maybe.
because you don't
Maybe
know
not.
you don't know who's reading your things. What I often use Facebook for is well, we're in Timmins right now, but I'm from the Sioux. So when I go to the Sioux, if I haven't had a chance to tell everybody, what I'll do is I'll post an update. Sault Ste. Marie, I am in you. Or
Right.
hey everybody, we made it safe to the Sioux or whatever.
Yes.
So people know.
Yeah.
And if they want to get a hold of me, they can send me a message.
Yeah.
And then we can hang out. And if not,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
But who knows how many people see it?
Right.
Like, do all my people from the Sioux see it? Probably not.
And you hear these algorithms, these Facebook algorithms now.
Yes.
So I'm wondering how much of that is actually true. And I'm just assuming that it's people that the more people comment and like your stuff, they're going to see what you post. And if they tend not to like or comment on your stuff, then they don't see it.
Right.
Is that what you think too?
I think so, because I recently became friends with somebody on Facebook within the last 2 months or so. Mm-hmm. This person started liking a lot of my posts, and so she showed up in other people's people you may know.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Huh. Yeah.
So
Interesting how that is, eh?
Yeah, I don't really know how it works. And then Twitter's just weird, because it'll say who to follow.
Right.
Based on, I don't even know what. Like,
yeah. I think it's based on who your friends follow for me anyway, because most of the stuff where it has suggestions for me to follow is people that you follow.
Ah, okay.
Because I'm pretty sure the only people that my husband follows are like sports teams and stuff.
Okay.
Which I like most of them anyway.
Yeah.
So there you have, I don't know, apparently a lot of people that you follow on Twitter, and they come up in my suggestions all the time.
Okay. Well, let me.
Because it's geeky stuff.
It is a lot of geeky stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to pull up Twitter right now.
Okay.
And I'm on the SoulForge Twitter. Right now, SoulForge is following 798 people.
Oh, wow.
And I've got 734 followers. Okay, so that's not bad.
That's impressive.
The Rusted
How come all those people don't listen?
I don't know.
They should.
They should. They totally should.
Yes.
Rusted Robot is following 2,081 people.
Ooh.
Is being followed by 1,705. Okay. And then my personal, if anybody wants to follow me personally, it's at Darth Vaderloo. I'm following 369 people and followed by 280. What I could do is go through all three accounts and follow all the same amount of people, and hopefully they would all follow me back, but it doesn't always work that way.
No.
You always follow more than are following you,
right?
Generally, unless you're a celebrity.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not a celebrity.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened, but that's the goal. Yes, not yet. Though, if you did listen to last week's Rusted Robot podcast, I talked about how I went to ThunderCon in Thunder Bay, the big convention.
Yeah.
And I met Paul McGillian,
right,
who played Dr. Beckett in Stargate Atlantis, and he wanted my picture.
He wanted your picture.
The celebrity wanted my picture because he thought me and another dude looked like the co-creators of the Stargate show.
Nice.
So
you have a picture with him.
I've got a picture with him and Gary Jones, who played Walter Harriman on the Stargate series as well.
Oh.
So
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So you're one step closer already.
I'm one step closer.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. It's a cool story to tell. You know, the celebrities wanted my picture.
I think it's cool.
Yeah. So
no celebrity ever asked for my picture.
Not yet.
Yet.
There you go.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, podcast fans, Spotify is making it easy for you to stream this podcast and many others like it on your mobile device, desktop app, and smart speaker. Open the app on your mobile device or desktop, click on the browser channel, then click on the podcast section. You'll be able to stay thoroughly entertained during your commute to work, your drive home, and your downtime, thanks to Spotify.
Social media, has it changed the world? It has.
Yes.
For the better?
In some ways. Yes. In some ways, no.
Yes.
I think, as you mentioned, that, I think you and I are mostly on Facebook. I can't speak for you, but just from what I see you post and stuff, it does connect you with people that you haven't seen or people from around the world that you normally wouldn't have any contact with. That part is fantastic. But I think there are negative things about it. The fact that we're checking it all the time, and I speak for myself, I can't speak for you, but I'm constantly checking my Facebook.
It's addictive.
It's very addictive.
Because they say that when you get the little notification icon, it sends a rush of endorphins or something to
Yeah.
your brain.
Yeah.
It stimulates the pleasure centers. And I know as soon as I have a little red dot,
You want to look.
I want to look and
Yeah.
see who is commenting
And are
or
you
liking.
disappointed if it just tells you that it's somebody's birthday or something like that?
Yes. So it's so and so's birthday,
Right.
Or
You have a memory.
or so and so just went live,
Right.
Or somebody commented on somebody else's post that you commented on.
Right.
I'm like,
It's
I don't.
not nearly as exciting as somebody commenting or liking your post.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and I think they did a study, and it says that people check their Facebook like 250 times a day.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
Because I'm horrible for it, and I know it's a bad thing, and I don't mean to do it.
Yeah.
But I can't help myself because I'm weak, Tracy. I'm weak.
Yes, and I was watching a movie today, and I found myself, I was interested in the movie. It was a good movie. And then I'm like, I am checking my Facebook right now. Why?
Yes.
Why am I doing this?
I do that, especially in the morning. My morning routine now is to have my breakfast in front of the TV, watch whatever I had on the PVR, and then I'm also checking Facebook at the same time for my memories.
I know, it's ridiculous that you have to be stimulated by multiple things at the same time.
And then I can't even pay attention to what happened in the movie, and I have to rewind it because
know.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I so distracted? Like, this
Yeah.
isn't normal.
Yeah.
So,
We need to go on a Facebook, like,
cleanse,
cleanse maybe, or...
detox.
Yeah, something like that. I think it would be good.
Well, just before we were recording, I said that I wanted to throw my phone away and move to Tahiti.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where Tahiti was, but it turns out it's in the Pacific Ocean between Australia and North America.
Right.
So, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
And it looks like it would take a long time to get there.
Yeah. I don't think that... No, I don't know. I don't really know very much about it other than you just showed me where it was, but I don't know.
There's got to be...
You have to do more research.
I do. Because there's got to be a less extreme way to detoxify yourself from the social media addiction.
I think so.
Because on Twitter, because I've got all these podcasts that I do, I'm in a bunch of podcast retweet groups.
Okay.
So everybody who's in the group will share their new episode.
Right.
And so we're all supposed to go ahead and retweet it.
Yeah. Does that happen?
It does.
Okay.
Not everybody retweets because they're bad people. And they get retweets for their episodes, but they don't retweet for other people.
They're bad people.
They're bad people. Or they're just not participating, I guess.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
Something.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a part-time job.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Working on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be constant where I'll just be sitting there watching a show and then my phone will go beep, 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 or whatever
Yeah.
the sound is for Twitter. It'll just go off constantly.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, guys.
Yeah.
Enough with the new episodes already. You know?
Stop posting new podcasts.
Right? But
Oh, boy.
we're all supposed to support each other
Right.
and get the episode notifications out there. And that's the way to do it. I need a secretary.
Don't look at me.
I'm
not doing
You don't
that.
want to be my social media secretary?
No. No, thank you.
Because then I wouldn't have to retweet anything. And you could spend 8 hours a day interacting with fellow people on Twitter and getting them to listen to the episodes.
No, thank you.
No? You don't want to do that?
No.
Sounds like a fun job for you.
Nope.
Not so much, eh?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it either.
So I want to talk about, you know, I mentioned earlier about is it good or bad or how it's affected us, but how negatively social media can affect not only us but the younger generation.
Cyberbullying?
Yeah, yes, in multiple ways, because you're paying attention to your phone and not school or not doing homework or not communicating with your parents, that kind of thing. But it also shows, and this isn't just the younger generation, but a lot of people only post positive things.
You never see the negative.
Right.
Yes.
So then other people may think, well, this person's life is fantastic because all that they post is good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she looks great in that picture, or look at the wonderful meal she cooked, or look at the picture of her and her kids, and they all look so happy. So I think it gives a false effect.
I've got behind the scenes of that.
Oh, okay.
I was with a girl for a time who constantly said how she thought she was ugly, but she was always posting selfies on Instagram.
Okay.
But then she showed me her phone, and she showed me the 40 bad shots. And
That you take before you get the one good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was all kinds of bad shots, and then she would look through and find the perfect one.
Right.
So,
And now, like I mentioned earlier with Snapchat, and I'm not sure what other social media have filters, but you can take pictures where you look different.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't give a good idea of what you actually look like.
No.
Of the wrinkles and the gray hair and everything else.
Right, exactly.
I'm talking about me, not you.
I have wrinkles, and I have 2 gray hairs in my beard. You can see them. They're right in the middle, right? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see them.
I noticed that today in the mirror. I'm like, oh, that's almost perfect because it's right in the middle. It's really weird.
If you could get just a little line going straight down the middle, that'd be cool.
I could look sophisticated and distinguished.
Right.
And a little bit of salt and pepper here on my temples.
Right.
But I'll get a filter for that and put that out there.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, you're right. There's the cyberbullying. There's the whole online world that people can live in without interacting with anybody in real life.
Right.
The other thing that a lot of people do is go on Second Life. Have you heard of that?
No.
Oh, that's like a video game where you build an avatar.
Okay.
And you can have your whole life there. Like a girl that I used to work at the post office with was into Second Life. And they have jobs. They have houses that they buy. And there's like some kind of cyber currency inside there. Well, what happened was she met a guy and they started hanging out. And he was in the United States and she was here. And they hooked up in real life. And she moved down there and married him.
Whoa.
Yeah. And it was all from interacting in this online virtual reality world.
Wow. Huh.
So that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And they're still together, and she seems pretty happy.
Well, that's good. That's great.
But it was all fake at first. It was
right.
And that's a social media platform. So
Yeah.
It's a big thing. So lots of interesting scenarios can develop.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you mentioned cyberbullying, and it makes it easy to bully people without having that face-to-face interaction. Because if you're in a workplace or in school or wherever, people are going to be witnesses to what you're saying or doing. And if you're online,
anonymous.
It can be anonymous. You can make a fake profile, or even if you're not anonymous, it's easy just to do it, sending a personal message or direct message or whatever they're called, and bully people that way. And
it happens. And people go to extremes, and all kinds of bad things happen.
Yes.
So
you hear about all kinds of kids in particular harming themselves, committing suicide because of this bullying gets so bad. Yeah. So it's really unfortunate in that way.
Yeah. So I'm glad we grew up in the land before the internet.
Me too.
When bullies would bully you to your face.
Yeah. Call you names right to your face.
As it should have been.
Right.
Yeah. They can't hide behind the computer screen anymore.
Right.
Well, they couldn't then because there wasn't a computer screen. But now they can do it in real life and fake life.
Right.
So, yeah. So there are good things and bad things with social media.
Yeah.
It's good for connecting the world, but it's bad because bad things happen.
It's good for connecting people because I met my husband online.
Did you?
I was going to say on the line.
On the online.
On the line.
How did you do that?
Through a dating website.
Plenty of Fish?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have been on Plenty of Fish in the past.
Yes, that's how we met.
Is that a social media?
I would say no, because again, you're only talking to one person at a time.
Right.
But I did want to bring it up.
Okay.
Because it's just a positive thing about the internet.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Yep. My brother met his wife on Plenty of Fish as well. And my dad met his current girlfriend, I believe, through eHarmony.
Nice.
So there are benefits to the
for
online world.
Yeah, I have a friend too who, I was still married to my ex-husband at the time, and she had met somebody on Plenty of Fish and got married and stuff, and was really happy, and I think she still is. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've met some cool people through the Plenty of Fish app as well. Some of them I still talk to, and so
there are good things.
There are good things
about the internet too.
Yes, good things and bad things, like everything in life.
Absolutely, and just I think balance is important, and maybe you and I should not check our phone. What was it? 200 Facebook
250 times.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Well, we want the endorphins.
I know.
Must have endorphins.
Must check notifications.
Because I hate the little red notification icon. I want my phone screen to be clear. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I'll just tell myself that.
Right.
It's because I want a nice, clean app.
Right.
Yeah. Not because I'm curious as to what's going on.
No.
So the moral of the story is balance.
Balance.
That's right.
And if you know how to do that, let us know.
Yes, you can write in to the Soul Forge podcast. I was going to say the Rusted Robot podcast, but
Well, you could do that too.
You could.
Because you check that too.
I do check both.
Yeah.
Email is not social media, but it's another thing I have to check all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
soulforgepodcast@gmail.com. If you listeners have any questions, comments, or concerns,
Anything.
anything you want to talk about, bring up, do you want to be on the show?
Ooh.
We could Skype you in.
Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Yep.
Let
I'd
us.
like that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be cool.
Or yeah, like you said, questions. We can answer some questions on the next podcast.
Because you know what? Sometimes it's really hard to come up with a topic idea. So if you guys have something that you want to hear us talk about,
Right.
we would be more than happy to oblige you.
Probably if it's appropriate.
And even if it's not, we still might.
Okay. All right.
Because
I'm game.
because I don't think there's anything that I haven't really shared on SoulForge.
Right.
If you listen to all these
Yeah.
episodes,
Yeah.
there's a lot about me out there.
There is.
So-
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just won't participate.
Well,
I'm kidding. I would participate. I promise.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. All right, so that, my friend Tracy, is the end of our show.
The end of our show.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you. That's been episode 74. So remember, listeners, questions, comments, concerns, email or tweet us at SoulForgePod on Twitter and at SoulForgePodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Do it.
And join the Facebook group.
Yay.
And until next time, remember, I hope there are days when your coffee tastes like magic, your playlist makes you dance, strangers make you smile, and the night sky touches your soul. I hope there are days when you fall in love with being alive. This has been another episode of the Soul Forge Podcast. Find us on Twitter at SoulForgePod or email the show via soulforgepodcast@gmail.com. Soul Forge is a production of Sean Vanderloo and Friends. You can find Sean on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo. Remember to visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links and share the show with everyone you know. Thanks for stopping by the Forge. We'll keep the fires lit until your next visit.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping through Amazon.com or the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.